YouTube, it's your boy, the one, Dino J. Osh. Welcome back to the show. Oh, I ain't gonna lie, this shit might not lock on to the mask, so I don't know. I know what you're thinking. J. Osh, why you got a fucking mask on this after Halloween? Well, your boy didn't get to celebrate Halloween. Your boy was sick. Alright, so I'm about to make up for lost time. Alright, so you getting the mask today. I'm Dino J. Osh. Alright, and we reacting to High Risk Chris. The deadliest tornado outbreak of 2025. Shout out to High Risk Chris. As we always do over here, we give those credit who make the videos. We just react to them. And yeah. So, this shit hot as hell. But we gonna get into it.
The day started with a mile-wide tornado tearing through a city. But this was only the beginning. Tornado.
Holy
after
shit.
Tornado.
Damn.
After tornado rips across the central United States.
Damn.
By midnight, this would be the deadliest tornado outbreak of the year.
Damn.
On the morning of May 16th, a classic severe weather setup is taking shape. High up in the atmosphere, a powerful, negatively tilted jet is about to overlap with an area of moist, unstable air. The surface pattern is a textbook look for a large tornado outbreak. To the west, a cold front would ignite storms with a vast, warm sector, giving them plenty of space to reach peak intensity. To the north, a warm front acts as a powerful boundary, enhancing any supercell nearby. And at the intersection of the two boundaries is the triple point, with extra lift and spin, allowing even disorganized storms to turn dangerous. In response to these increasingly dangerous conditions, meteorologists issue a massive level 4 out of 5 moderate risk with a 15% chance of tornadoes from the Mississippi River all the way east to the Appalachian Mountains. They would note that several strong tornadoes, including a long track, high-end tornado, is possible. Storm chasers, including myself, also see what's unfolding and are on high alert as we position for the day's chase. Even though both meteorologists and storm chasers are well aware of the day's potential, nobody knows what's about to unfold. Before I get into the tornado outbreak, I'd like to tell you about the sponsor of the
Get your money, Chris!
Western Missouri. As the storms track east, they intensify into full-fledged, rotating supercells. One storm in particular begins to dominate since it's positioned right at the triple point, which gives it an additional boost. The same supercell is also heading towards St. Louis. As the powerful storm approaches the city, it begins to wrap up, producing a tornado
family over there
of downtown Clayton.
I know another velociraptor over there.
Rapidly moving clouds from the top of a high-rise when they start to notice debris swirling at the ground.
Wow! Oh my goodness! Okay, there is things flying off over there. Roofs are flying off. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! We need to get inside.
The tornado barrels east at a blistering 55 miles per hour, narrowly missing the prestigious Washington University less than a mile to the south.
That's crazy.
The powerful circulation then closes in on another popular St. Louis destination, Forest Park.
We got a Forest Park in Georgia
tornado as it's over Forest Park. The man appears to be in the path, and he's watching from the top of a building, which is not where you should be during a tornado.
This man's on the roof.
That's so cool.
Brother,
the circulation rapidly intensifies as it turns northeast into central West End, where dozens of multi-story apartment buildings sustain severe damage.
Oh, shit!
The now significant tornado crosses Del Mar Boulevard fully at EF3 strength, where winds are strong enough to demolish multi-story buildings.
That's crazy.
A security camera captures the powerful tornado.
Shout out to security camera footage, we love it. Oh, shit. Oh, man! Ooh!
And if you look closely, you can actually see there's a man in this car.
Oh, brother, you was in there? Oh, that man.
Directly in the path is Centennial Christian Church, where 74-year-old Patricia Pendleton is leading a group that helps homeless individuals in the neighborhood. The church's steeple is no match for the powerful winds,
Oh, no.
and the tall structure collapses, sending the heavy masonry falling towards
Wow.
Patricia.
Oh!
Tragically, Miss Pat is the first victim of the day, but
She got
unfortunately
crushed?
she would not be the last.
No!
Moments later, Raina Lyles is also killed nearby when her home collapses onto her. At the same moment,
Dang.
a CCTV camera at the iconic St. Louis
Look at
Arch
that.
captures the tornado, spanning over a mile wide.
Look at that
The
shit!
tornado claims 2 more lives,
Nah.
Dolores Holmes and Larry Patrick, when both of their homes are ripped apart, exposing them to the debris-filled winds. The
Dang,
tornado
bro.
is on the ground for another 13 miles, crossing the Mississippi River into Illinois. However, at this point it's much weaker, only causing minor damage to trees and roofs. And at 3:05, the tornado lifts southwest of Edwardsville, Illinois. This mile-wide tornado hits St. Louis dead center, resulting in a staggering loss of $1.6 billion, making it the 10th costliest tornado in American history.
Sheesh.
This tornado, on its own, was enough to make the day historic. However, it was just the start of the outbreak.
Man, what?
200 miles to the south of St. Louis, a dominant supercell begins to expand, producing a large hook on radar, and at 3:54, a tornado touches down northwest of Sikeston, Missouri.
Missouri
The tornado moves east, damaging homes and trees on the flat terrain of the Mississippi River Delta. The flat open terrain allows for extremely easy storm spotting, which I can personally
So I ain't
attest
gonna lie,
to
in my
because I
heyday,
was there recording
we
the
outran
tornado with my
tornadoes.
chase partner Kelton.
Me and my other dino friends, we was
Oh,
gone.
it's rotating like a mother.
We was in the
Oh my God,
Velociraptor
it's
pack. Yeah,
whipping
we was
up.
out
It's
of
on the
there.
ground.
We could feel when the storms were coming.
Tornado.
One interesting thing about this tornado is just how small it is compared to its parent storm. Such a large storm funneling the inflow into one tight circulation meant that it was clearly a strong tornado, and it was only getting stronger by the second.
That's crazy.
While Kelton and I reposition for a closer intercept, the tornado reaches peak intensity on Sloanville Drive, shredding apart multiple homes, sadly killing 2, Karen Craig and Bo Jenkins. It's likely that both
That's ass.
Karen and Bo were in mobile homes when the tornado hit, structures that are no match for the tornadic winds. More homes are impacted as the tornado crosses Interstate 55 south of Blodgett, Missouri. Fortunately, nobody dies here, although a few more are injured.
Oh my god, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it is.
It is gorgeous. Oh, it's whipping.
Kelton and I begin to close the gap on the tornado. However, by now the tornado is starting to rope
Tornado
out.
sirens are going.
It's roping out.
We'll just stop in the field. Oh, wow.
Let's stop here.
It's gonna drop another one.
The Sikeston supercell keeps going and crosses into Kentucky, but it's no longer producing a tornado. At the same time, another supercell is beginning to move along the warm front to the north, ingesting extra vorticity and unstable air, and at 5:44, an intense tornado touches down northwest of Linton, Indiana.
Dang, look at
Tornado
that.
continuously grows in size and strength, at one point hitting a structure, completely shredding it apart, scattering debris through the air.
Oh, it's hitting something.
Dang.
Tragically, Linton resident Allison McCammon is among those impacted, ultimately succumbing to her injuries, marking this as the 3rd deadly tornado of the day.
Dang. Of the day?
The supercell continues to ride along the warm front, producing another EF2 tornado in Bloomington, Indiana. However, back south in the open warm sector, another supercell is about to drop one of the strongest tornadoes of the year. At 6:15, a tornado touches down southwest of Marion, Illinois. The tornado races across the landscape at more than 60 miles per hour, Rapidly gaining strength and size, a group of storm chasers are positioned to the south of the tornado's path, capturing the tornado as it grows into a monster.
Hey, look at that thing, man. That shit's strong. You can hear that thing. That tornado is... You hear the roar? Yeah, nah, that ain't nothing to play with. They said that was an EF2?
After passing by the storm chasers, it begins to leave a distinct scar in the ground, leveling trees and tearing up grass. The tornado crosses Interstate 57, now producing solid EF3 level damage.
Dang.
However, it's still gaining strength
EF3?
and is closing in on homes south of Marion.
Bro, that
After
thing
demolishing a few homes, it completely levels one well-built home at high-end EF4 strength, reaching its peak intensity on Kyler Court,
That's
sweeping
insane.
a two-story house off of its foundation, while also debarking trees in the backyard. Damage at this location is surveyed at a remarkable 190 miles per hour, just 10 miles per hour short of the
That's
elusive EF5 rating, making this one of the strongest tornadoes of the year.
Dang.
Miraculously, nobody is killed by this powerful beast.
Thank God.
The same supercell that produced the Marion EF4 goes on to produce 3 more significant tornadoes, including an EF3 south of Morganfield, Kentucky.
Look at what the Nah, man.
As the sun sets,
That's
most
crazy.
storms are overtaken by cold air,
mass is
shunting
killing
them
me.
off from any chance of producing tornadoes. However, the outbreak is far from over. There is still one remaining storm in the warm sector, the supercell in southern Kentucky. The same exact supercell that had formed all the way in western Missouri produced the Sykeston EF3 and a couple more tornadoes in Kentucky, and at 10:26 it produces another powerful tornado. At first, the tornado is carving a narrow swath of EF1 damage, but within just 7 miles of touching down, it's unleashing EF3 destruction. No videos exist of the tornado this early in its life, but that would soon change as the tornado is racing towards the large town of Somerset, Kentucky. Residents in the area capture the tornado as it crests the Kentucky hills into the valley below.
Not at nighttime.
You can hear the extremely audible roar caused by the tornado,
You can see it
a
too.
phenomenon only present in the strongest tornadoes.
Not a nighttime tornado, bro. That's terrible.
Another resident captures the tornado across the lake as it moves through the south side of Somerset. While moving through Somerset, the tornado produces EF3 level damage, tragically taking its first victim, Melody Godby. After devastating Somerset, the tornado is still gaining strength, now moving into the thick trees of the Kentucky hills, leaving a distinct scar on the surface. One unlucky house sustains a direct hit, making it the first EF4 damage of the tornado. However, it would not be the last. As the tornado barrels across Kentucky, it swells to an impressive 1 mile wide, producing some of the most extreme tree damage documented in recent years. The tree damage is so extreme, it can be easily seen in satellite imagery. By 11:30, the tornado has been on the ground for an hour and is showing no sign of weakening, now setting its sights on London, Kentucky. Longtime firefighter Leslie Leatherman is aware of the ongoing tornado and rushes back home to warn his wife. The two take shelter in their home, praying that the tornado will miss them. The tornado enters town even stronger. The powerful tornado then inflicts its worst damage to over a dozen homes, completely sweeping them off their foundations. This is the same block the Leathermans reside, and tragically, Leslie is killed when their home is destroyed. First responders on the scene find Leslie shielding his wife, Michelle, from debris. She survives. Leslie Leatherman had dedicated most of his life to saving lives, including his last moments, saving his wife.
Yep. It's a grown-ass man.
But Leslie is not the only one killed here. 16 more deaths occur nearby in the Sunshine Hills neighborhood. Lisa Fortney, Tiffany Heim, Pamela Mason, Marshall Miracle,
That's
June
a hell of
Fisher,
a name.
Sherry Smith,
Dang, bro.
Darlene Miller, Richard and Wanda McFall, Kenneth Elliott, Bobby and Bernice Tillman, Ray Cowan, Linda and Gary Sweet, and Nancy Clem. 17 deaths from a single tornado is horrific, but for them to occur in such close proximity is a level of devastation rarely seen. The tornado rapidly decreases in strength, vanishing only a few minutes after causing immeasurable amounts of life-altering damage.
That's crazy.
At 11:56, just 4 minutes before midnight, the deadly tornado outbreak finally comes to an end.
Dang.
The Somerset to London, Kentucky EF4 was by far the deadliest tornado of the day, directly taking the lives of 18, 17 of which were in one neighborhood, making this the deadliest tornado since the 2021 Western Kentucky EF4. And this was not the only fatal tornado of the outbreak. The St. Louis EF3 killed 4, the Sikeston EF3 killed 2, and the Linton EF2 killed 1. At 25 deaths directly caused by tornadoes, this is the deadliest tornado outbreak of 2025. Even then, there were 2 additional deaths indirectly caused by the tornadoes. In St. Louis, Juan Baltazar was killed when a tree branch fell on his food truck, and in Kentucky, Deborah Edelman died from carbon monoxide poisoning when the power shut off in her houseboat, bringing the total death toll up to 27 on the day. When I witnessed one of the tornadoes, it never crossed my mind that this outbreak would go on to be the deadliest tornado outbreak of the year. And creepily, the same storm I chased would go on to produce the London, Kentucky EF4. This day is truly a testament to the danger and randomness with severe weather. All it took was one strong tornado hitting a densely populated area at night to put this tornado outbreak in the record books. I'd once again like to thank this...
Alright, man. Shout out to High Risk Critters. You know, go ahead and use his code, MyHeritage, if you want to do all that. Man, rest in peace to all those lives that were lost. That one day, 27 people, man, that's rough. Dang. Yeah. On a lighter note, your boy is back. You know, not sick no more. Sorry I couldn't get videos out at the end of October, which kind of sucked because I had plans. But now y'all gonna get me dressed up in November, early November, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's, again, rest in peace to those lives, you know. Take them on. We can't forget about people that lose their lives. We like seeing tornadoes, but gotta remember all the lives that be devastated from these tornadoes. It's nice to look at, but the devastation and the stuff that, like, the lives that it affects, it can't be, like, you know, understated. So I hope y'all like this video. Like, share, comment, subscribe to your boy, the one Dino J Osh, and I'm out.